Human heart. The heart is the organ which beats continuously to act as a pump for the transport of blood, which carries other substances with it. The walls of the heart are made up of muscles, and these muscles contract and relax rhythmically, and this constitutes the heartbeat. Now, what instrument is used to measure the heartbeat? It is the stethoscope which is used to measure the heartbeat. It consists of a chest piece and the earpiece. We place the chest piece on the chest, and the sound of the heartbeat passes to the tube and it reaches the earpiece. How can we make our own stethoscope? In order to make our own stethoscope, we require two funnel, a balloon, a scissors, and a pipe and tapes to join. So this is the model of the stethoscope. Here we use two funnel. At one end of the funnel we fix the stretch rubber band with the tape and join both the funnel with the help of this pipe. Now when we want to hear the heartbeat of a person, we must place this chest piece over the chest with the help of this earpiece we can hear the heartbeat of the person. Now I will show you the circulation of blood. So this is the heart. This part is the right atrium. This is the right ventricle, left atrium, left ventricle. The red color blood vessels, these are the arteries, and the blue color blood vessel is the vein. And this highly small blood vessels that we observe are the capillaries. And this is the right lung and this is the left lung. Okay, now how the circulation takes place? Now first the blood will enter into the right atrium, then it goes to right ventricle, then from the right ventricle the oxygen rich blood will go to different parts, and through capillary it will reach the different cell, and in the cell the oxygen help in the process of breakdown of food, and in that process carbon dioxide is released. That carbon dioxide will be collected by these capillaries and it ultimately carried by the vein, and it will enter into the left ventricle, then it will go to the left atrium, and from the left atrium it will ultimately go to the lungs, and from the lung it will excrete. Now I will show you the process. So here you can see how the circulation of blood takes place. So the deoxygenated blood goes to the left ventricle, then ultimately to the lungs, and it is released. Oxygenated blood, first it reaches right atrium, left atrium, then it goes to different parts, then carbon dioxide rich blood carried by the vein and go to left atrium. Okay, so in this way the circulation of blood takes place in human. Now parts of a human heart. This is the section of the human heart. It generally consists of 4 chambers. This is the right atrium. This is the left atrium. This part of the heart is the right ventricle, and this part of the heart is the left ventricle. And this structure that you can see inside the heart, these are the valves. These valves generally help in the flow of blood from right atrium to right ventricle and left atrium to left ventricle. The blood cannot flow in opposite direction. And this muscular sheet separate the right atrium and the left atrium and right ventricle and the left ventricle. So both the blood will not mix up. Now here we know that the right atrium generally receives the oxygenated blood with the help of pulmonary vein. This is the pulmonary vein. It carries the oxygen rich blood and it enters the right atrium. From this right atrium it goes to the right ventricle. Now this blood from this right ventricle goes through these arteries to different part of the body, and from the different parts of the body the carbon dioxide rich blood is generally collected by the vein. This blue color structure that you observe inside the heart is the vein. So vein collect all the carbon dioxide rich blood and it enters the left atrium. From the left atrium it goes to left ventricle, and from this left ventricle through this pulmonary vein the carbon dioxide rich blood ultimately goes to lungs, and from the lungs we generally exhale the carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. So this is how generally the human heart works.